Alright, we are caffeinated and ready to go. Here we are back with Black-Green Seasons Pass. So this deck is named for the card Seasons Pass. This is a 6-mana sorcery that says return any number of cards with different converted mana costs from your graveyard to your hand. You put Seasons Pass on the bottom of your library when it resolves. So this is essentially a gigantic card advantage engine that allows us to go through an infinitely long game, refueling big time repeatedly. The card it combos most importantly with is Dark Petition. This is 3 black for a tutor that says search your library for a card and put that card in your hand, then shuffle your library. But it has the spell mastery ability that says if there are 2 or more instant and or sorcery cards in your graveyard, add black. This allows you to basically get a black rebate when you cast Dark Petition, as long as you have 2 instances or sorceries in your graveyard, which we are likely to do with our high density of instances or sorceries. So we have a number of great cards we can get that we can play with that, be it Grasp of Darkness or Sign in Blood as pieces of removal or card advantage, Read the Bones, more card advantage. Bontu's Last Reckoning is a definitive Wrath, although the next turn our lands won't untap, so depending on the situation, that might not be so good. Hero's Downfall allows us to kill a Planeswalker. Murderous Rider also allows us to kill a Planeswalker, gains some card advantage. But beyond that, it just lets us tutor for a lot of one-ofs. Ugin the Spirit Dragon is one of the most powerful cards you can just play in this format, and we've got 4 Thoughtseize, 4 Fatal Push, and a bucket of early game removal that should help us get to the mid to late game. We've got some ramp cards. We've got the super powerful Nissa's Renewal. This is 5 and a green. Search your library for up to 3 basic land cards. Put them onto the battlefield, tap, then shuffle your library. You gain 7 life. It's a huge ramp spell. We also have a copy of Nissa's Pilgrimage in here. I think we might want 2 of these at some point, but I am playing the one Nissa Vastwood Seer, so it's a lot of one-ofs in this deck. It's kind of kooky, it's kind of goofy, but I really like this archetype. I want to see if it has any legs in this, quote, new Pioneer as we have been introduced to. So we are going to hop into a Pioneer League with this bad Bama Jamma and see how deep we can go. This was a reasonably interesting deck in the very earliest days of the Pioneer format, and never got any particularly large results. Fell off the radar a bit, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a unplayable archetype so much as it may be just a little underpowered, but that doesn't stop us from playing all sorts of great decks in Modern. So all right, hopping into match the first. Definitely a deck where we want to have the deck list ready and accessible. It's like a pretty good opener. Is it? It is on the draw. We are missing a green source, but we're also missing a second black source. We have this unfortunate one of Field of Ruin that's kind of given us the business here, but we've got a lot of powerful removal spells and card draw to get us to this mid game, so here's hoping that this will pull us on through. Second black source is excellent. Pass the turn. Please play a 2 CMC creature. Naya. Oh no. Well, shoot. This costs 2 right now. Okay. Oh, it's Winota. Hinota. So this is a human, so I actually don't need to worry about it Winota-wise. If I want to play... I can still play Fatal Push on their turn right now, although it's going to cost me 2. And I won't be able to push a Rabble Master or similar. So let's go ahead and Abrupt Decay this and just hope that things don't go too badly for us on the next turn. Because if they have land War Boss or Rabble Master into land Winota, we are not going to be able to play through that too easily. War Boss, okay. Taken 2. So with the Field of Ruin, we do have the ability to go field, grab a swamp, Winota. We will have to let them get another Goblin token. But with this deck, we can definitely play through that. So we do need a stop on their main phase. Otherwise, they get to push into combat and get their token. I guess the token's not too bad. But if they have land Winota, they should jam it here. Looks like we're going to get away with murder. Unless they're very, very smart and they have the read. I'm going to let them get the extra token here. So we'll field their Mana Confluence. Yeah. I'm a control deck. I don't really need to jam them up on life total. Just compromising their colors as much as possible is the best choice for us. Pinota. Bloop. Get out of here, nerd. Nobody likes you. It's going to 15. More Tide Taker. Okay, we'd really like to draw our main deck Cry of the Carnarium. Not gonna lie, you had me at Garruk Apex Predator. Do I have a Garruk Apex Predator in my deck? I do not. Sorry to disappoint you. So, do I even have... Shoot, I don't think I have a Cry of the Carnarium in my deck list. I have a Languish, so we're looking to get to the Languish here. It's in your sideboard? It is? Holy shit, you're right. Oh, I forgot about this guy. I was thinking it was the 6-drop Garruk, but you're right. You're right. We got the 7-drop Garruk in here. Hell yeah, because we can wish for that bad boy. I forgot to mention the fact that we're playing Mastermind's Acquisition because we're ballers. So it looks like we're taking a whack of damage next turn, which is alrighty. By alrighty, I mean terrifying. We do have a main deck Kalitas, yeah, and then the Languish. So we're gonna cast Read the Bones and see if we can't find Fatal Push or something like that. Bottom seems good here. Thoughtseize. I'm gonna take the gamble that they 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I Thoughtseize, I'm on a 2-turn clock, but if they resolve a Winota, I'm on a 1-turn clock. So let's Thoughtseize them. Let's see. You had it, right? I mean, there's no way you don't have. Yeah, this is it. This isn't it. Good. They will get to. No, they can't play P and Karen Nalar. They don't have double red. So kudos to me for dodging the instantaneous death. Here's hoping we can dodge the slow death from Chaff. Top decking. Okay. So I would really like the top deck of the Languish now, please. Alternatively, we can Fabled Passage, Sign in Blood, and draw Bontu's Last Reckoning. They would have a 1/1 left over, but... Alright, going to 3. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Ooh, not good enough. Alright. Aggro deck kills me on the play. Go figure. Well, that was actually a reasonable game of Magic. There was no Winota that happened to us, so. Okay, so we've got Languish. We've got Revenge of Ravens. I think I might leave that in the sideboard for the acquisition to go get. Cry of the Carnarium. Extra Murderous Rider. Extra Noxious Grasp. think Abrupt Decay is largely not going to be great here. A lot of this stuff we will want to wish for with Mastermind's acquisition, but the fact that there's only one Mastermind's acquisition in the deck means you don't want to lean too heavily into that. So like currently I've boarded out, I've taken all the Wraths out of my sideboard, which is probably less than great, but I think I just want them in the main deck. Yeah, I think we may need to tinker with this deck list to adjust for the new meta. I guess Vraska, good old Vraska seems kind of medium here. I mean, she's a good way to stabilize, but... Oh, you know what? Nissa Vastwood Seer is like really medium here. I kind of like her though. Courser of Kruphix is super nice. Must be something in here that's like super mediocre. Oh, it's like Vraska's Contempt maybe, because it's like a 4-mana removal spell, but it does kill Winota. Maybe just a Thoughtseize on the play. I've brought in a chunk of removal spells. It's just Tracker. Tracker's too slow. Tracker's too slow and doesn't guarantee getting anything done. I actually think we probably wanted all those Abrupt Decays in the deck here on the play, because they have the potential to remove mana dorks and slow them down. On the plus side, we have Languish here. I need Death Cloud. I love Death Cloud. God, do I love Death Cloud. Opponent mulls to 5. Okay, nice linear deck. Glad we had this chat. Yeah, I'm pretty interested in guaranteeing I have a 4th land. I will say maybe the Abrupt Decay, yeah, maybe the Abrupt Decay was worth keeping on the play because it gives me a higher density of things that will kill a 1-drop elf, like this one. And it also kills some of their better creatures, which are the 3-drops. The Legion war bosses and such of the world. Okay, we're going to bottom that Mamma Jamma. Dang Tithe Taker, huh? Oh, right. The acceleration. All right, we could die to Winota triggers here. I think the right thing to do here is Assassin's Trophy one of their elves, which is pretty sucky. Because even though they'll still be able to play the Winota next turn, they theoretically could get 0 triggers off of it, which I think is okay. And then we can Languish post Winota. I don't think Winota is firing much into play other than like Kenrith. That is won't die to Languish, so we're gonna try this, and maybe we just get murderfied by the fact that Winota is just a busted ass magic card. Our deck does not play any busted ass magic cards. We're playing a file of reasonable nonsense and seeing if we can make it work. Do you have it? You're taking forever to tap for it. That is not the right colors. Eldritch Evolution. Okay. Right, they do get to play 8 Winotas. Trigger. Alright, am I getting smashed for 10? Did you flip the Marauders? They did do. Take 10. Yikes. But I didn't die. Which is pretty alright. Come on, no, shock it. Shock it and play an elf. Come on, now. Just do it. You'll be fine. You'll be great. Everything's awesome. Everything is awesome. All right, and we'll be able to Dark Petition next turn for the full boat. Bye, friends. 8 Noda sounds like quite a deck. Oh yeah, I mean Naya Winota is a popular proactive deck. Okay, so we're going to be looking to get 1 more mana so we can Dark Petition into Kalitas. At this point, yikes. Don't love that. I could just get Hero's Downfall or Murderous Rider here, or Grasp of Darkness. It's really slow. I think I want to take the 5 next turn and get Kalitas. No, that doesn't seem all that good, huh? What if we just Dark Petition for a board wipe that gets us out of this, and then just assume we'll draw more gas? Our deck has a reasonable amount of it. Unfortunately, I boarded out. A Tireless Tracker, so we're slightly lower on gasoline than we'd normally be, but double Thoughtseize as a draw kind of sucks in this setup. Oh, no. Oh, man. They just have nothing but gas. I mean, this is okay, but, so let's take them off of their white, or at least try to. I guess the moral of the story here was that I should have Thoughtseize them last turn, get rid of that Pia and Carnarium. I guess I should Thoughtseize this turn, and then we'll just get to know how lucky we are when we die next turn. Yeah, of course. Alright, so we're on a 4-turn clock as of this moment. And they do have, like, dead cards in their deck. Oh, they've got a bunch of dead cards in there. Jeez Louise. I mean, we could draw something that's bigger than that, but, like, good lord. Nope. Nope, just dead. Got it. Thoughtseize myself. Discard my Thoughtseize. And scoop. 2-0'd by Naya Winota. That's alright. That deck is a good deck. We are not.
Stop exploding, you cowards!
Rear Brigadier Zap Brannigan, everybody. I can't believe this deck is missing a Liliana. And I am a gosh darn idiot. This deck definitely needs a Liliana the Last Hope. Maybe could even use the new Liliana. Waker of the Dead. Waker of the Dead. Could definitely use a Waker of the Dead. Just jund him out. Alright. Alright, I like this. I like this. There's stuff to learn. I like the new Lily a lot. Yeah, I haven't been impressed with her, but feels like a fixed Liliana of the Veil for Pioneer. I don't want that. I want Liliana of the Veil in Pioneer. I don't even play that many Liliana decks. I just think she'd be fine. She's not busted. Alright. Winning die rolls. Let's do it. It's a little land light, but we're going to keep it. That Liliana is a fixed Liliana, much like Mission Briefing is a fixed Snapcaster Mage. Like, I don't think any of those. Okay. We ran into Cheerios. Holy shit. Bonesaw is ready. Alright. Well, none of these cards do anything without something else, so take out the Mox, because Moxes are busted? We've got an Abrupt Decay for whatever nonsense they're going to try to do here, so I think we'll be okay. Uh-oh. Drawing big payoff. No, 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 no. Do not want... I like that Bonesaw was probably the second best take. You are not wrong, my friend. Spending mana on something. Okay, perfect. Play your first spell. Stop. Hammer time. Whoa, 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 whoa. Can't touch this. I don't know what they were going to do with it. Oh, it's probably a Fastest Oracle deck? Seems really ambitious. Alright, ripping lands. Just 2 more, and one of them has to be a black source. Wow, nice draw. Jesus. I mean, I got mo answers, but Jesus. 2 SRAMs down. 2 to go. Well, shoot. What's up, Jiggy Wiggy? Oh my god, my forest tap for black. Thank you. Thanks, team. Thank you. Burning Tick's trying to find a new modern deck. Know that feel, my friend. Thanks, team. Ah, I forgot Urborg has text. Look at this forest. It doesn't say swamp on it with like the purple weird text that it used to. Oh, I mean, I guess. Wow. That's, I mean, this is cool to watch. Good lord. My opponent's really good at Magic the Gathering. Are they just playing like 8 SRAMs, maybe? Is that the deal? Okay, so we can Dark Petition for anything we want in our main deck. Which means we should probably grab... It's honestly probably just like read the bones. Just go up more on cards. Swift M's looks SRAM shaped. Yeah, I think we're just going to Dark Petition here for more card advantage, but... Yeah, I haven't played with Urborg in forever. It's going to be a minute for me to adjust. What a ludicrous card. What a ludicrous card. Alright. Read the bones, baby. Courser, Swamp. Don't need the Swamp if I'm drawing the Courser. I do want to draw the Courser. Hey-o! I wonder how much their deck actually needs to have SRAM in play. It must be a lot, right? Like a lot? Like a crazy amount? Cheerios and Pioneer, I know. There are no words. If they have the 4th SRAM, I swear they deserve this. Oh, it's a whir. What are you whirring for 4 mana? Oh, Mystic Forge. Okay. Aetherflux. Oh, that's their kill. Okay. Sure. Gains 2. Gains 3. Gains 4. Don't worry, friend. I'll be able to go over the top of you. I'm gonna be just fine. Oh, slow down. You can almost kill me. That's a yikes. All right. Play Swamp, Dark Petition, Assassin's Trophy, kill this now. It's a paradoxical outcome inspiring Sanctuary deck. Yeah, that makes sense. But if I get rid of the reservoir, they can't do they can't do that thing. All right. I suppose I could get kill the reservoir. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So 1, 2. Yeah, we gonna kill it. Don't worry. Is Rexage legal in this format? It is, right? We should probably be playing a Rexage. Yeah, getting a trophy. It's in your list. Oh, did you make a Seasons Pass list? Like you said you would for me, because you're amazing. Yeah, we can't do this. All right. Need another day. Oh, take your time, man. I won't be able to play it until next week, reasonably, so. Yeah. I just feel like you're going to do a better job of, like, picking up new cards that I am not paying enough attention to. All right, so 1, 2, 3. We're up to 7 here. So let's play Courser first. See if I get free draw. Nissa seems like fun. Scry 1. No, I'm good. She can stay right there. I mean, we're just gonna be playing Ugin next turn, and then let's play. We'll keep Swift End. They might be playing Karn, or they have a 4th SRAM. Toying with Oath of Nissa. Okay. I feel like Oath of Nissa is going to be worst in this deck compared to any other deck I've seen it in because we have such a high instant and sorcery count. Like, there's actually a lot of potential to whiff. Okay, so we could play Nissa, search up a forest, play the forest, trigger, or we could just play Ugin. Pretty sure playing Ugin is the line. 3 mainboard Ashiok. Ooh, why are you mainboarding Ashiok? What do we need Ashiok for in this format so far? Hey, how's it going, Untwisted? Is that Brian? That's Brian. The one and only Brian M. Sultai Delirium. Oh yeah, I suppose so. What about making this deck Sultai so we can play Uro, though? instead of a lot of the other cards. Like, we could play, like, Sultai Seasons Past and just get on the Uro train. Because, like, if you make this deck Sultai Delirium, instead of playing the 4 Temple of Maladies, you just play 4 Zagoth Triome. Dredge-like decks, since no one's playing Cage, and Graveyard Hates, and Breach is gone. Yeah. But we're playing the Mastermind's acquisition. I mean, you don't have to make it Sultai Seasons Past. I'm just suggesting that is a thing one could do. I don't know if it's any good, but it's certainly, like, viable. Seasons Past on top. Love it! Flip my Nissa. I would love to draw this card. Do y'all know about Seasons Past? Let me tell you about Seasons Past. Yeah, I know. You can /S at the end of the sentence if you like. They have a card in hand. Let's take that away from them. No. No, you will die. It's paradoxical, isn't it? Oh, it's Whir. Okay. Okay. Is it another Aether Flux, or is it Mystic Forge this time? Maybe they don't play Mystic Forge. It's another Aether Flux. Okay. Okay. So we're still just going to hold on to this Murderous Rider because there's a pretty reasonable chance we just get to kill anything. I don't think there's a single card they could draw. No, Paradoxical. Paradoxical would kill me right immediately. So if they finally top decked one, they haven't drawn a single one yet, then we're going to die to their sick combo deck. Nope. That's not going to do it. Well, that is cool with their deck, though. They got some neat shit going on. Yeah, they whirred already. This is their second whir. They cast the whir, and... Okay, we get to Ugin this turn. Or just cast Seasons Past and keep lightning bolting them. So, seems alright. Trying out decks without Ren and 6, and all I want to do is splash for them. I know that feel. Oh, what about Jiggy? What about taking the lands shell that you played with the chalices and all that shit? What about playing Naya and playing Stoneforge? Seasons Past, then Ugin. Oh yeah, that makes sense. But Seasons Past is not getting me any permanents. Put up 7 permanent cards from your hand on the battlefield. Never mind that. I mean, I'm not saying it's pointless. I'm just saying. Okay, so let's get our clock going quicker because I don't really need to draw this Languish. So let's make a 4/4. Let's minus the Ugin. See what we draw. How many permanents do we get? Oh yeah, that's a big one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it. It's mostly lands. Would you like to pay 2 life? No. Triggers. Triggers. Holy God. The triggers. All right, we got Mastermind's acquisition. Hell yeah. Let's go get something that destroys the Aether Flux Reservoir. Oh, wait. Got him! Alright. Okay. Enjoy your deck, opponent. We can also cast Seasons Past and pick up Assassin's Trophy here. Would love an Arayo deck. Okay. Yeah, we got a bunch of my favorite people up in here. And then also Alex. So Masterminds, Dark Petition, Trophy, Push, Read the bones? Yeah, there we go. End passage. Okay. Way too many fatal pushes in my hand. Okay, playing against the terrible Cheerios deck, it appears we may be able to win. Also, I have a 15/15 Beanstalk Giant, just for funsies. Okay, so they're going to play Outcome here. We're just going to kill the Aetherflux in response. So they get to gain 1 life, but that's it. And then they can replay all their Cheerios if they want. What were they going to top deck? What were you concerned about them top decking that would be better than Paradoxical? Solving the meta in real time. That's right. Green black Seasons Past beats up on blue white Cheerios. News at 11. What in the hell? How did they have that? Do they have a card? Oh, Paradoxical draws a card for all of them. Right. Oh well. We gonna be alright. We still had to make the play that we made there then. Technically, I didn't have to Seasons Past, but if I hadn't used Seasons Past, they would have the Aetherflux. Although it would only be gaining them life, and it wouldn't be... they wouldn't be able to activate it to kill us. So I am concerned that they don't actually have a way to kill me. Although they do have ways to go up in mana. They should have 1 more Mox Amber in their deck. But I don't know if they can actually kill me from here, so I am interested to find out. Oh, sure. They can give their entire deck haste. I'm assuming they can't give their deck haste, so we're going to Dark Petition and just board wipe, and that should be game. We can also Ugin X minus X0 and just wipe out all the monk tokens and then push the Monastery Sphere. Actually, that's probably what we're going to do, because the -0 on Ugin will kill my Ashaya, the Woken World. And then we'll have active push, and we'll just push the SRAM, leave the Swiftspear, or push the Swiftspear, leave the SRAM. We already have the Languish in our hand too, so I don't think any of this matters. But it's fun to watch. Long game, they turn into a mill deck where they just Aetherflux up to 800 life and hope you deck out. Yeah, well, they can't do that here. Also, my deck doesn't deck out because we're playing Seasons Past. If I remember correctly, I've been told that in Standards, the Seasons Past deck win condition was decking your opponent by just casting Seasons Past every turn. That's why this is a good counter. You said it, brother. All right, so play Temple of Malady. Make my Beanstalk Giant 16/16. Don't need that Thoughtseize on tap. So we'll bottom that bad boy. Oop, not that one. Actually, do I want this? I kind of want this. Yeah, we'll keep it there. It's fine. We're probably going to end up tutoring and shuffling it away anyway. I really don't need all of these screens on my screen. Go away. All right. Well, I can draw it with Nissa. Okay, let's draw the Thoughtseize, see what they're working with. Yeah, we're just going to do the play. So, -0. No, down. 0. Boop. Okay, so that worked. Good. There you go. Fatal Push. The Mentor. And then we'll tutor up another kill spell for the SRAM. Which one? Abrupt Decay? Sure. Dude. Alright, that's their last SRAM. And then... Oh, I have mana. Let's Acquisition, I guess. Who wants to cast that Garrick? Does that sound like fun? That sounds like fun. Let's freaking do it. I mean, I guess I could have gotten Ashiok, which would have been way cooler. Also, this is... Oh, no, I don't have enough mana! Oh, I didn't count. What a nerd. All right. We'll attack for 18. Womp womp. And then... Thoughtseize? Displacement Wave. Oh, they have size. And they have Torrential Gearhulk. Man, their deck is like... gasoline, dude. Man, they got a bunch of shit going on. We'll bring Garrick in with the next Ugin ult. That's a sentence. Alright, we're going to take the Gearhulk. Because I don't like the idea of them flashing back the... Yeah, I want them to play at sorcery speed. And then if they don't, we know they're going for Whir. And then we'll just cast Read the Bones. Which I guess puts me shields down unless I peel. No, I don't need that. And I kind of want that one. Alright. Alright. Whatever. I think we're going to be okay. Bring Garrick in with the ult. Love it. I might have to Languish, and my Beanstalk Giant will temporarily be quite small. Also, we found our Seasons Past again. It's on top. Keep in mind, this is still game 1. Our deck can definitely play a Lost Legacy or something like that in the main deck. I think one of the big changes we should make with this deck is get rid of the Mastermind's acquisition. It's funny and it's fun, but it's way too cute. I think there's probably enough room for all the necessary cards in your main deck. But I do really like Dark Petition. Dark Petition is very, very, very reasonable. I want to be able to Dark Petition for Grave Hate that is relevant. I want to be able to Dark Petition for... okay, so they get the Aetherflux, and now they can whir out... they can whir out another Aetherflux if they want. I don't know what they're going to whir for here, but they can whir for anything. Displacement Wave. Oh, right. So they're going to make an army of Thopters? That's kind of cute. Oh, they're also going to gain 1,000,000 life. Well, shit. Oh, they bounced my Pithing Needle. Oh, we're dead. Huh. I did not know that... Huh. That's crazy. Good for them. OP knows what's up. Yeah, I thought it was all that they controlled or something. But it's obviously not. Why would it be? Huh, good for them. Thanks, NoffX516. Dear Mr. Manisymbol, there are too many lands on this battlefield. Please eliminate 3. I am not a crackpot. Or are they going for the Gusto here? They want to see how much life they can gain? Alright, I'm fine with you, Bleeding Clock. Here's the rule on our channel, friends. If my opponent does not respond to my "Hey there, good luck, have fun," then they don't get any freebies. I initiated kindness. Please respond. OP not stopping at 69. No, because they wanted to get to 129. Okay, so we want Ashioks in this matchup. Ashiok in the main deck should be a thing for sure. Courser I don't really need. And then Murderous Rider seems pretty medium. I think everything else is probably fine where it is. Oh, I want the Pithing Needle in the main deck. And I probably want a Pithing Needle in the main deck. Oh, Larynx Punchworthy. I was actually thinking about you earlier today, and I was like, oh, I wonder what's up with him, because I haven't seen him in a minute. Ugin seems actually really medium in this matchup. It's like, it really feels like it can't exile anything that's relevant, so maybe that's my board out here. We can always wish for it if we need it. I will be back in 2 shakes, and then we will get into game number 2 against Blue White Cheers. My stream won't start because it hates fun. What? What you talking about? So I made and consumed my first ever Harvey Wallbanger this evening. Anyone into a Harvey Wallbanger? I'm just getting stills. It can't actually stream for some reason. Huh. I did have an earlier problem where I was trying to watch someone else's stream, and it was working fine on my iPad, but it was not working on my PC. So a Harvey Wallbanger is vodka, orange juice, and Galliano, which is a vanilla liqueur. All right. Hand seems okay. We got turn 2 removal. Yeah, it's like a orange creamsicle with vodka. I think someone just got clever and went, Screwdriver is a bit of a sad beverage, but you know it wouldn't be is if we put, yeah, it's a Screwdriver plus vanilla. So again, it tastes like a creamsicle, which is kind of awesome because I like my drinks girly. Remember, Kif, the way to a woman's bed is through her parents. Sleep with them and you're in. Oh no, they revealed Hallowed Fountain. Alright. So this matchup's actually kind of awkward because I think if they have 2 mana, it's possible for them to just combo me out. That said, I don't think it's reasonable to play that scared. So I have to advance my board with something. I think it should be Tireless Tracker. Or maybe we just wait and see if we can keep hitting land drops. Because until they get to 4 mana, we're not really concerned. And the next turn, depending on what we pick up, we'll make a more difficult decision at that point. Nissa Vastwood Seer gets us our 4th land next turn, but I don't really want to play her with no plan to continue. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Well, does that actually do anything? I can play Nissa into Pithing Needle and make it more difficult for them to do things, and I think that's what we're going to do. Please do not Aether Gust me. Don't do it. Have a heart. Hey. What, Doctor? That's one heck of a ball game. There we go. Alright. We want Aether Flux? Yeah. Just so we can't necessarily more easily die in one go. But yeah, I'm learning to bartend because I was hired as a waiter and they don't really have someone who's good at mixing drinks, so I was like, I could do that. So I've been self-teaching. Opponent passes and discards. That's a yikes. So now I can have Ashiok and keep up Fatal Push. And I don't think Psy is like an auto loss if they have like Psy, artifact. So I think we're going to be okay to just cast Ashiok and cut them off of Whir. Does OP know the spell is free? Why not put it onto the board for... They might have, like, tilt F6. Oh, I can't play the Ashiok here. Alright, I guess we're playing Tireless Tracker and not gaining any value with it this turn. Because I can't play the Ashiok and have the Fatal Push up. I don't have enough black mana. Yeah, they really should have just dropped one of their Cheerios. This time they do. Okay, so I'm assuming we're about to see pass. Yeah. Maybe they pulled a Brian M and accidentally pass turn. I mean... it happens to everyone. So are we going to play a game where my opponent does nothing and dies? Thoughtseize. Padim. Interesting. Okay. Well, they do have a Whir in their hand. Burst into hero. I see why. Okay, so they can't cast this at all. I think I'm going to take the Whir. Just leave them stranded with their nothing. Because we'll be able to Fatal Push that in theory. Oh, we also have Grasp of Darkness. Because it's a, 1/4. Yeah, we'll just take the Whir here. Even though I have Ashiok, we're taking the Whir because it's just... I've never been bold enough to actually play Padim. I own a playset on MTGO. You're just not living your life at all, man. Haven't had a Harvey Wallbanger. Not playing your Padims that you own. I mean, come on. Are you even living? No, wait, you weren't on the list of people who who had confirmed that you'd never drunk that drink. Maybe you have. Well, thanks to this person, now I have the confidence. Well, that's excellent, my friend. I welcome your continued breakage of your losing streak. Did my Troy McClure joke? Did that scan? Did that pay off on the Faithless Brewing episode? Haven't had a Wallbanger. You should do that. You should fix that. It's a good beverage. I think my internet on site is too slow to stream at 1080p. You can pare it down though, right? I'm a Scotch guy, just Scotch. I just bought Monkey Shoulder today, which I might have a sip of as we go into our second league. Monkey Shoulder is my go-to Scotch, in that it is very, very, very good tasting for the price. which would be like 45 USD for like a 26, I think, and it is excellent. Okay, do I need to change my sideboard at all for this game? Oh, we could be playing Noxious Grasp. Probably wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Yeah, it's probably better than Abrupt Decay because Abrupt Decay doesn't kill the Aetherflux Reservoir anyway. Not a fancy man. My cheap scotch is Johnny Walker Black. Gotcha. My quote unquote ex-wife was the she was on the Macallan for her straight whiskey. That is a goddamn good whiskey. Macallan ain't bad. Macallan is great. Japanese whiskey. I am interested. I'm interested. What is Japanese whiskey like? Okay, we're going shields up because they're on the play. I want to make sure I have Fatal Push for SRAM here. I don't want them like just going nuts on their turn 2. One of the Santori bottles. Yeah, there we go. Had the soul read. I looked him straight in the eye. That was an not him. I looked him straight in the eye. Them. I looked them straight in the eye. Looked him straight in the eye. No one's ever caught that big fish? Well, man came close once. Went by the name of Homa. 7 feet tall he was. Eyes were cold and dead. Had a shock of hair, red like the fires of hell. Suntory Toki from the Lickbow. For interested Americans, Lickbow is our colloquial term for the LCBO, the Liquor Control Board of Ontario, which is most of the only place you can buy hard liquor. I don't actually know the rules on it, but I know for the longest time the only places in Ontario you could buy liquor were the beer store, which is run by the government, and the LCBO, which is literally a government institution, which is weird. Can get it from the local moonshiners. I mean, you're right. Okay, so we're going to cast Fertile Footsteps. Go get me a swamp. Yeah. Have Fatal Push ready to go. Come on, let's go. Let's go on an adventure. My boy Beanstalk. Land. Okay, well, that'll do. Nice word deck, nerd. Boosh. Get out of here. We got an Aetherflux, we got a Paradoxical. 2 SRAMs are dead. And then if they Sigh into a bunch of Thopters here, Monastery Mentor. Or if they Monastery Mentor into a bunch of Thopters here, I can... if I draw land, I can rip a Wrath and bash him up. I also have Push and Trophy, so maybe we just ride it out. Gotta bounce, good luck. Well, thanks for dropping in, Brian. You're always welcome. It's a pleasure, mate. That's it. This is all you got. All right, nerd. I guess we go Trophy, and then potentially go push later on. I think we will. Yeah, we'll just mill them. Gotta Trophy the Mentor now. We still have another trophy left for if they find a Aether Flux off, or if they have one in their hand even. And then depending on where they swing these monks, I don't necessarily have to blow both fatal pushes. We'll see how deep they throw down on their monks here. Yep. They go straight to combat? Wild. Alright. We will keep Ashiok alive. We will continue to keep Ashiok alive because I already can't play Trophy right now, so we might as well. Okay, so now I get to go Thoughtseize Trophy. That seems really good. Let's hope we can diffuse the situation by enough. Good Lord. So they can't whir. That's great. So we take the Sigh, I think. Sigh or SRAM. But either one that we take... I guess we take SRAM here because then that means their next turn is play Aether Flux or play Sigh, which is generally not terribly frightening. We could leave Sigh and SRAM and... No, I want to take one of these because Vraska can kill the other one. Yeah, okay. We do still have to dodge them hitting Paradoxical, but there's nothing I can really do about that, so... let's take out the Sigh because it's harder to deal with all the Thopters, I think. And we'll mill them again. Because I ain't afraid of no ghost. We'll just pass the turn for now. Hey, Roy. Welcome, welcome. Fetch Shock Elf Pass. 7. You gotta keep your 7. Don't mull to 4 and whiff on a Once Upon a Time. It's not worth it. Cast Whir. Cast Whir. Oh, man. Alright, fine. You nerd. There we go. Alright. So, I can Dark Petition and get a Pithing Needle, but I think... Because their hand has... their hand has SRAM in it. So if they peel a bunch of 0-drops in a row, we could get in trouble quickly. I feel like I'm supposed to just Dark Petition for the Read the Bones here. Just go way up on cards and make sure we can win eventually. SRAM'd full value. Thanks. Thank you. Unless did I bring in the... I did not. Yeah, I didn't bring in the Lost Legacy, did I? No, I didn't. All right. Yeah, we're just gonna get the Read the Bones. Ooh. I think I can actually top a Fabled Passage. Okay. Probably should have Ashiok been there, but it's alright. Hopefully they don't go SRAM, artifact, 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 kill you. It would be really easy for them to do that with double Aether Flux. Which is an argument for, like, I absolutely should have gone for Dark Petition into... Uh-oh. Oh, we're just dead. Yep. Shit. Because they're going to go gain 4, gain 6, gain 8. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're just dead. Alright, you got me. Brutal. Brutal. Well, that deck is way more resilient than I thought it would be. Holy crap. They have a lot of ways to win a game. And I mean, I guess it really leans into the weakness of this deck, which is that we don't present clocks, because I want to play this deck as a control deck. The rock deck that's floating around, there's just like a black-green mid-range deck for this format that's floating around. That deck is fine. I want to play Dark Petition and Seasons Past, which is do not lend themselves to as creature dense of a deck. All right, reasonable hand. Let's go. Potentially, I could have led on the Thoughtseize off the swamp, but finding out that I have a tap land off the top of my deck, I'm pretty happy about this. Turn away from the Leafs game, now they're up by 3. Would you say this format is heavily graveyard-based? No. I think it's exactly the same as it was pre-Combo Winter. It's heavily board-based. Almost all the best decks in this format proactively play to the board, like, super hard. Alright, I think we're against Niv Mizzet. Let's find out. We finally against Niv Mizzet. I'm going to ask about the absence of Scooz. No, Scooz is that's a good point, and that is an oversight. Okay, so they don't have blue mana, so they can't actually play this Teferi yet, nor can they play the Bring to Light. But I'm also not going to play a permanent for the next little while. Pretty sure I'm taking the Teferi and then just hoping I can keep them off balance for getting the Bring to Light. I don't actually have any ways to do that. I think we're taking the Teferi. That explains it. No. Scooz is a good card that I should be playing, most likely. The format was about playing to the board super hard back in the day, but... Oh, they did have the blue mana. Good for me. I'm an idiot. They did not have the black mana for the Abrupt Decay, which is hilarious. Yeah. I'm just taking out the voice now rather than wait. Because it's pretty easy for them to, or it's Fatal Push is not particularly effective against their deck anyway. So, all right, I would like to cast Read the Bones and hit a discard spell rather than playing Kalitas and praying they don't hit their last land and Niv Mizzet me. Yeah. Yeah, we're going bottom on these two. Well, lands are not unwelcome. Field of Ruin can actually mess them up in terms of getting to there. Oh, I should have played the Forest, because next turn I could play Tracker and then Field of Ruin and get 2 clues out of it. Shit. Okay. Alright. My mid-range deck is probably about to get savaged by the biggest, baddest, best mid-range deck in the format. I do love you, Niv Mizzet. I do. I will probably play this deck soon. I've just been trying to play some of the more eclectic and interesting... You have to tap this for blue. this for red. Yeah, I've been trying to play some of the more eclectic and interesting Pioneer decks that I have kicking around from before. I do like the idea of getting to play Niv Mizzet, the Niv Mizzet deck, without having to be beholden to Combo Winter. Because those decks could all kill you when you tapped out for a Niv Mizzet, like, easily. You're playing the field. Yeah. Dreadbore, Voice, Scarab God, and Bring to Light go in their hand. Okay. Well... the Field of Ruin, yeah. Niv Yahtzee is not easy to beat, agreed. Yeah, they just didn't miss any land drops and just curved out on me. I mean, what can you do? All right, we're not masterminding for anything relevant here. Probably just play Nissa's Renewal and hope to hit something good. I have a Bontu's Last Reckoning in my deck, so maybe... Oh, next turn we can go Mastermind's Bontu. So... depending on how they play out their hand. We could be okay here. We'll see. Could also go Masterminds. 6, 7, 8, 9. Masterminds. I can't Languish and Grasp. Yeah. I don't have Cry the Carnarium in my main deck to exile the Voice, so that's not great. I could Masterminds for Cry out of my sideboard. Hold on. I can go Masterminds, Cry, and... No, I can't, because it's too much black mana. Oh, Kalitas push Grasp is good. They have Dreadbore, but they don't have anything instant right now that messes with me. That we know of. Kalitas. Kalitas. Push. Get out of here, nerd. No, you bitch. Oh, oh. You don't have a Teferi in play. Resolves? Sick. Okay. I don't know what was going on there, but I'm okay with it. Field? Okay. Got him. Okay. They do have the Dreadbore that's going to kill my Kalitas, and then they will have... So if they have a land and the Dreadbore, they get to also Bring to Light again, which would probably kill me, but not necessarily. Yeah. Yeah, there's the land. They can Bring to Light. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, well. Not dead to that. Just gonna be dead to that. All right. Kalitas gets the job done. In what way? I mean, he got the job done of, like, keeping me alive for a turn, but... Wait, how much do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shit. You know, if I had, if this was a Dark Petition, we would be able to get and play Ugin right now. Can't do that. So, yeah. This was the sideboard that I could have chosen from, but yeah, this is not good. Oh, To the Slaughter would have been a board wipe, right? Oh no, it's a creature and planeswalker. It's not 2 creatures and or 2 planeswalkers. Okay. I think we're just getting Bontu's Last Reckoning. Pretty sure we're just gonna die to this Scarab God or whatever next turn. They also still have a Ring to Light in their hand, so like the fact that we're not gonna untap is gonna be a big deal. And they're gonna get to Scarab God too, so yeah. Oh well. I guess I should have just kept my mana untapped in case I top decked a removal spell for whatever hideous thing they play on their turn, like Scarab God, but we'll see. We'll see. Just going for another Niv. Looks like it. Oh boy. Yep. Alright, we're just dead. I think I needed them to play Scarab God and then not get back anything that could attack past this Tireless Tracker. Yeah, that's what we needed to happen there. They even picked up an Abrupt Decay so they can kill my tracker anyway. That can't kill Scarab God or Niv. That one can. Alright. Sure. Necromentia. Yeah. I was actually thinking about that earlier today. Is that better than Lost Legacy for this deck? I don't think so. Maybe it is. No, it probably is, because we play board wipes, right? It's probably matchup dependent, which means like it's meta dependent. Because there's some decks where we're gonna, like, if we cast Necromentia on them in game 1, it basically doesn't matter how many creatures they get. Like, even if they get 2 zombies, we won't care. If we're hitting something we need to. And then there's other kinds of decks where, like, giving them the 2 zombies is, like, horrifically bad. Like, Winota is a good example of, like, yeah, sure, you hit their Winotas, but it's not going to matter because they're just going to kill you with, like, War Bosses and Voice of Resurgence tokens and all that crap. So that's an interesting place to be in. Oh, I want the Lost Legacy in my main deck here. Probably want To the Slaughter in the main deck as well. Yeah, I think so. Okay, I think the Mastermind's acquisition plan has to be retired after this league, but I liked doing it when I was doing it, and this league was fun, but I think a demonstration of the fact that we should just have everything that we need packed into the main deck and a real sideboard. So we're kind of playing like black-green Niv-Mizzet control, and instead of being 5 colors, we get to go up to like Ugin. Alright, keep this. Letting things go is party of playing the field. You right, dog. You right. Oh, you missed our discussion about Harvey Wallbangers. Have you ever had a Harvey Wallbanger? I feel like it's your kind of drink, Roy. Is that like a McGangbang? No, it's not like a McGangbang. It's orange juice, vodka, and a vanilla liqueur. All right, so we're definitely taking the Uro here. And then hoping we get to being able to stop the Niv-Mizzet. We have a Hero's Downfall for the Niv-Mizzet. Abrupt Decay is largely useless. Utter End can kill my Kalitas, and they do have the mana to cast it, but like, I don't think that I can just deal with that right now. Close? Okay. The alcoholic McGangbang is Jungle Juice. Is that the one where you get like a garbage can and you just let everyone who's showing up to your party like dump stuff into it? Okay, I'm going to fire off this trophy end of turn on their Steam vents and see if we can't screw up their colors here. I guess they don't have black yet, so maybe it's not worth doing, but then they have less control over where they end up. I suppose if I really wanted to kill something that's going to screw up their colors the most, it would be the green. Let's blow up the green. Let's take this gamble. So they should get a swamp here. They get a mountain. It's a strange choice. Well, not here to not play out this Kalitas. Also, I definitely should not have sacked that because I'm playing. I have a Fatal Push in my hand, and there's an Urborg in play, which means I didn't need to sack it to cast the spell. Okay, there's the plains. They have Nahiri? Oh. Oh, I have an Urborg! Shit. God damn it, my opponent knows how my cards work. Why don't I? Yikes. Alright, here's where they top decked the lands that they need. We would have been able to take out their Niv Mizzets if we had the land. Please tell me they don't have it. For the love of goodness. Fucking... Oh, man. Ah. We are the worst version of every deck in this format. Maybe they'll whiff to some extent. What do they put in their hand? Teferi, Dreadbore, Bring to Light. Well, I mean, in terms of how bad it could be, I guess it's not that bad. That's a tap land. All right. Well, hopefully they play Bring to... I think to think of it as cosplaying a good deck. That's great. I would like to think that they spend this turn going Bring to Light for another Niv Mizzet, and then I kill it, and then I Dark Petition and take away the rest of their Niv Mizzets, but like... They've already cast 2? Uro, Abrupt Decay, Niv Mizzet go in their hand. So they have like all the Uros too. Alright, I should just be playing this deck apparently. The considerably more fair, slow-rolling, spell-based control deck we're playing over here is not appropriate for this matchup. They just going way over the top of us, and we're, in theory, supposed to do that to other people. Well, thank God I get to Lost Legacy them after they've cast 2 Niv Mizzets. We're still going to hit Niv Mizzet because there's 2 in their graveyard. So that's going to make it harder for them to escape the Uros, but I don't know how I'm going to beat this hand. So let's see what they have going for their Bring to Lights. They have a Casualties, they have Enter the God Eternals, they have Nahiri they can't get with that, Our, Scarab God. Okay, so it's just going to be Scarab God with the next Bring to Light, I will assume. If nothing else works, you can default to that. Wait, what? Obviously, that's the sort of deck you'd like to play. However, if you play exactly what you want to play, it defeats the point of trying to find the best deck. Yeah. I'm just getting a little beat down on like trying to do interesting things and getting stomped on because it feels like the format has moved on past me already. Did they have the Bring to Light in their hand just now? They did. Okay, so this is gonna be Scarab God. Yeah. So I guess I do have Vraska's Contempt in my deck right now. So maybe we just rip it. Or another Dark Petition. Nope. Alright. We weren't dead to Scarab God necessarily immediately, but I'm not sticking around to get massacred by it. So GG's opponent. You done did well. You done did well. We weren't dead, but the game was over. Yeah, pretty much. Trying to come back from the Scarab God is quite the fool's errand. I mean, to be fair, they could only escape, or they could only like eternalize Uros, and Uros don't stick around, and then they get exiled forever. But like even just spending 5 mana, gain 3 life, draw a card. I mean, they already had a million removal spells, some of which were Dreadbores, so we couldn't resolve Planeswalkers anyway, not meaningfully. So, I don't know. Gonna make it Sultai? Yeah, we'll see if that works. Could also make it Jund to play Kroxa, but I think Uro is probably generally better for the game, this deck wanting to go long. All right. I'd rather have Uro, yeah. Well, and you can play Tamiyo. You could play Teferi, Master of Time, Jace Vryn's Prodigy. I mean, there's a lot of cards. Yeah, Zagoth Triome is I think the big selling point. So the first Pioneer deck dump since the bans came out today, and it had a mono-white devotion list that had Walking Ballista in it and a blue-black inverter deck in it, which I thought was funny. It also had a really sweet-looking 4-colored Humans deck in it. I think I'm going to bottom Bontu's Last Reckoning in the dark against Watergrave Zagoth Triome. This could be Niv-Mizzet, but probably not. Funny, like seeing Neil Brand win for the first time. Oh! I wonder if this person's on the Cave Dan special. Well, they're definitely playing Uros in this deck, I would assume. Like that draw. So let's do this. Let's do this. Yeah. I mean, no, it's just funny because those cards are currently banned, and they've been banned for like 4 days. There was like a Pioneer deck dump that came out the morning of the bans, and so I assumed, and like obviously incorrectly, that would be the last one that would have those decks in it, but there was probably a good almost 24 hours between that deck dump, the start of the collection for the new deck dump, and when the ban happened. So I'm assuming those all happened in that period. It is Dredgeless Dredge. seems like this could be a good matchup this game. Maybe we get a match win here. Certainly we could get a game win. Hello. You forgot about the bannings? Do you realize why we've been playing Pioneer all week, or are you just goofy? Are you just a goofy goober? Alright, well, this Dark Petition is not turned on yet, which is a little sad, to be honest. So we'll sign in blood here, and then we'll be able to go push and trophy if we want to. Holy gasoline. Do I want to attack? No, not really. Thoughtseize, okay. So. Oh, I can't push in trophy. If I. So basically, I'm just letting them choose which one I do, and I'd rather go... Yeah, okay. I'd rather field and push here. Get the forest, because I have the Urborg. Hold priority and push? Why? No, they have a ton of cards in hand. Now they have Revolt too. What do I care? Oh, maybe they have Fatal Push? I guess. I don't think that their deck has room for that many proactive spells. So they're playing Thoughtseize. I think they're probably not playing too many kill spells. If they're playing like the dredge lists of yore, which is not necessarily true, but that deck had very few slots available for interaction, just because the package is Revolt 2, the long-awaited sequel to Revolt. It's going to have an even better Smuggler's Copter. They discarded my Seasons Pass. That's kind of rude. Felt free to play around it. No, it was. I mean, you're not wrong. I as always, thank you for volunteering a piece of information that was not just technically correct, but was in fact a superior play. I should be more open and welcoming to that. Okay. I thought that it was way below being in any kind of relevant, but it was not. And that's the kind of sequencing stuff that I can still improve on. Okay. Good luck, little prized amalgam. Wow, they're... So they... Chinese food. Is there something about prized amalgam or silver small ghoul I don't know? Are you just generally excited for Chinese food? Well, you let me know the first day you are comfortable to go to the Red Room and that they're open, and hopefully they haven't shut down through all of this. And I will pop into Toronto and we will go. House of Gourmet. Oh, you ordered from Hog? Nice. All right. What's your last card, friend? What are you squirreling away over there? The Grizzly Salvage? It's an Uro. Okay. That's cute. GG! All right, got him. We got Ashioks out of the sideboard here. Groovy. Love that. They appear to be the only one with yin yang fried rice. What is in yin yang fried rice? It sounds amazing, and I don't even know anything about it. So play Ashiok. I don't know if I want Cry of the Carnarium. Crypt Incursion is probably better left in the sideboard. Huh. Shrimp and chicken with cream and tomato sauce on fried rice. That sounds alrighty. Let's cut some, oh, trophy here, right? Yeah, probably trophy. Literally everything that we saw, we were able to kill with Abrupt Decay. It's like a giant serving of fried rice. Oh, I mean, that's hog, right? Everything's giant servings. Neat. All right. This hand is super slow, but it does have a bunch of ways to boost my consistency, and I'm on the draw, so maybe we'll just keep it and luck out. Or maybe this is why I'm 0-3. Because I keep questionable hands, and then I play questionable magic. That is good. Oh, it's one half is cream, and the other half is tomato sauce. Got it. Okay, so my opponent is actually playing the cards that fill up their graveyard. They just like hit 0 of them last game. Yeah, so Quagmire. Hey, what's going on? Oh, it's Heartless Act. An Extinction Event. Oh, yeah. Opponent is cooking with propane over there. All right. I don't want to discard their Silver Smoke Ghoul, even though they're going to be playing it next turn. So I have Kalitas in my hand, and they have 3 ways to kill it. So that is going to be a minute for resolving. They don't have any way to turn on Revolt currently. So let's take the Heartless Act. And then we're going to play Courser against their board. The exile. Well, they just pick a mode that's not going to hit their costs, right? So like all of their creatures that they care about cost 3, right? So the only problem would be if they ran into a deck that had a bunch of really good 3s, which I feel is not necessarily the case, or I guess 5s, odd numbers in general. I think our deck could be playing Extinction Event. I'm not saying we should. I'm just saying we could, and it wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing. So they have push and lands and an unknown. Oh, and the Extinction Event, sorry. So there should be Overgrown Tomb here, unless they drew a different land. I don't know about enough about Dredgeless Dredge to seriously comment. It's in your green-black version? Good catch. Uro, though, but yeah. What? No, but Uro costs 3, right? Oh, we should try to play odd CMC creatures to keep from here on out. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, that's why I played out the Courser right now, because I know they have Fatal Push and they have Extinction Event. They don't want to Extinction Event for odd, and then they can't Fatal Push. They shocked here, and they're passing the turn. I don't know what that's about. Ashiok on top feels good. Which I would prefer to leave there. Eat to Extinction. Yeah, I guess they could have drawn Eat to Extinction. It's a 4-drop instant removal spell. Where they play it? I mean, I guess I'm about to find out. If they do play it in response here to Eat my Courser, it clears the way for Kalitas, which is fine. Kalitas. Kalitas. X Silver Smoke. Are they going to play something that gains them life? Oh no, they are. Oh, I see. Well played, well played. Okay. And then Creeping Chill, E2. So I have to take the Creeping Chill. Because if they hardcast Creeping Chill, they get Silver Smoke and Prize Amalgam back. Well, I guess I could take the Extinction event. Let them do that. They get their 2 creatures back. I downfall 1, and then I play Kalitas. Yeah. It's probably alright. Or I just have us both hang out. But I think that line is better. I think this line is better. Certainly riskier, but I think it's also better. I want to Fabled Passage them, but I'd rather Heroes Downfall one of the 3 power creatures. I also think like having them spend their turn casting Creeping Chill is not the worst thing in the world. Yeah. Yep. Here come the boys, here come the boys. Interesting. So does that mean people won't be able to buy like online currency for things like League of Legends and whatever all the League of Legends spin-offs are? Runeterra, I think, is the card game, the big new one. Like I just don't know to extent that actually extends, for lack of a better word. All right, you don't have removal. You don't have removal. You boarded in 1 million removal spells, but you don't have any of them. That's not a removal spell. That is a zombie, though.
That's so ratchet.
Oh, they have another push? Silver Spawn. Okay. That's not gonna do it for now. But their board is getting wide. That's a great draw. Did someone say card advantage? Just have to survive another turn here, and then we're gonna be golden. Yeah. I don't know why this doesn't target, but I love that it doesn't target. So, Passage. I guess I'll take a Thoughtseize. Definitely taking Courser. It's actually only 3 cards, which is a lackluster Seasons Pass, but I will take it. Oh, I don't want them to draw Fatal Push because they can get Revolt. Artifact, creature, enchantment, or land. Interesting. Don't mill a Creeping Chill. Whew. Thoughtseize, Bloom, Marsh go in the graveyard. Silver Smoke goes into their hand. Yikes! That board is getting biggie smalls. Alright. So let's play Courser. Next turn I get to Ugin and just end their world. There's also a Nissa's Renewal on top of my deck. It's kind of gasoline. Can we get a U.S. Constitution bot? I'm in for it. If you can find one, I will put it in my channel. Okay, they're looking to mill Creeping Chill here. Please don't. No Creeping Chills. Yeehaw. They could play an Uro here, though. How do I find these things? Google? Excuse me, have you heard of Google? Okay, so this Uro is, like, funny, but not relevant. Excuse me, nerds. And they haven't actually had anything leave the battlefield, so I don't think they have Fatal Push on Revolt. No Heartless Act, please. Alright, looks like we made it. Looks like we made it. My bad little mid-range deck was gone. Alright. Swamp. Swamp. Yeah, Kalitas is going to be very lonely all of a sudden. Trigger. Trigger. Ugin! Only results I'm getting are how to view bot. Yikes. Opponent concedes to Ugin. That's fair. That's fair. Attack first. Yeah, I guess. You mean just with the zombie? I mean, there could have been a Heartless Act. They would still kill my Kalitas, though. If they had anything. So, we wouldn't care about it. But what do you want to attack with just a single zombie? Like, they're just going to block it. With a Prized Amalgam or Uro. Attack with whatever we plan on losing. I guess. I mean, I guess I just respect my opponent enough to be like, that's a waste of time. Like, it's not. Don't let your memes just be dreams. Yo, we're here proving it. I mean, we were 0-3. Don't let your jeans be beans. I mean, that's some real life advice. Oh, you know, it's a shame I won't be able to play this Sign in Blood on turn 2. I don't think it's possible. I don't know how I could ever be able to do that. Okay. I just don't know if I'll ever be able to play that Sign in Blood. I mean, I may never have a second black source. For reference, Roy, I think it happened before you were here. I literally had almost exactly this hand in terms of Forest, Urborg, Sign in Blood. And I pass on turn 2 without casting the Sign in Blood because I'm like, yep, Urborg is just a swamp. Yep, just a swamp. Was that Black Day for baseball? So Black Day for baseball. A land without an activated ability. Now we can't play Zerda as our companion. Zerda's so good. Zerda's banned in friggin' Legacy. Please do not play another Ailsid. Just go all in on this one. Let me Hero's Downfall it. Do not have a Karametra's Blessing in your hand. Please. 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 I would not like to not instantaneously be super dead here. Have you tried burning the world down? Not recently. But we're gonna grab a small glass of scotch and play some blue-black Tomb Diviner. So Tome Diviner might that might be able to burn the world down. Yeah. But then after that, I'm probably, if I'm going to play any more Pioneer, I'm going to go on a kick of just playing the control decks that I want to try out. The Temur Reclamation, Sultai Reclamation, Blue-Green Reclamation, and Niv Mizzet, and just Blue-White Control. Opponent has decided to time out on turn 3. Hook it to my veins! The M21 Modal Spell and Gearhulk, Sublime Epiphany. I heard popular streamer Aspiring Spike said that Sublime Epiphany and Gearhulk are Splinter Twin. So, I mean, I've got foil Gearhulks. I got my foil Gearhulks in Paper Radher and my Seasons Past. Where's my boy? Streamer pulls out foil combustible Gearhulks. Yikes. That card is actually kind of neat. I don't think it's any good, or it's not very good. I mean, I don't think it's not any good, but... Combustible Gearhulk? Sorry, Cataclysmic Gearhulk. Oh, Combustible Gearhulk. Now that sounds like fun. Blue-red control with Cataclysmic Gearhulk and Sublime Epiphany. Or even Temur. Okay, they finally sorted through their shit. Uktabi, right? Yeah, Uktabi. They missed their combat. Very well. At this time of year, at this time of day, localized entirely within this game of Magic the Gathering. Got him. Got him. That's for my opponent. They do have a Lurrus they can go get. Ooh, and they had a SRAM in hand, and they can play the Sentinel's Eye now. Uktabi Wildcats? Holy shit. What in the hell? That card is really good. Okay. Well, they put out a board fairly quickly. So... Temple, Beanstalk Giant. Next turn we go Dark Petition into Languish. So we gotta hope we survive the next turn, but... Oh, I should have Beanstalk Giant first because, yeah, the Scry is... I burned the Scry. My bad. Terrible, terrible sequencing there. Sorry, folks. Sorry, folks. Sorry. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. Art has a bunch of Wildcats mauling a Hippo. Whoa, what? Roy, why? Why is it in your Hippo deck? It's horrible. That is fine. Excellent choice. I respect you, opponent. Now, are they going to put the Lurrus in their hand, or are they going to keep their mana to protect their creature? They kept their mana to protect their creature. That is so good for me. Ah! So good for me. Dark Petition. Razaketh has a job for you. Where's my boy? There you are. There you are. Bye, friends. Yeah. See you. And then next turn we play Nissa, flip Nissa, and have Assassin's Trophy on Lurrus. So they can play Lurrus plus Ailseed. Hopefully they don't draw land. Wait, no, they didn't put the Lurrus in their hand. Never mind. Never mind. They did draw the land, so they're going to get their Lurrus, but then I'm just going to play Nissa and get a 4/4. Actually, I might just play Nissa and just start plussing. And 4/4 is not particularly relevant for me against this deck. We just want to draw cards and then win the game that way. Token doesn't have haste? Why would it? What? Why would the token have haste? They're not even going to play it. Interesting. That is incredibly conservative, but I guess I understand. That's a yikes. So, Swamp. Play Beanstalk Giant. Yeah. So, why didn't they play their Lurrus into Ailseed last turn? Like, do they know I have a trophy? I don't think that they do. Yeah. They play the Ailseed. Why did we want the token to have haste? Answer, so we could attack with it as though it were unaffected by summoning sickness. I mean, when you're right, you're right. That's the reason. All right. Kind of would like to stop hitting lands. Don't need that. All right. Well, we're just going to make a token this turn. So let's get my free attack. I say free because there's no favorable block for them here. They're not blocking. Correct. Okay, good. And then we're going to go push your Ailsid, and then when they sack on the Lurrus, we trophy the Lurrus. Do it, nerd. Do it now. Womp womp. See you. Get dunked on. Most of the Nissa-related creature shenanigans nowadays give the creature haste, so I wondered if it would be true in this case. The reason that they give the creature haste is that they're animating lands. And the reason that they do that is because keeping track of which basic forest that you played on a given turn in paper is a huge pain in the ass that could lead to a lot of shitty investigations. So it's just not worth the hassle of having people to have to keep track of which land they put into play. It does have the marginal difference of, like, if it's like Nissa who shakes the world, she gives a disproportionate benefit to forests. So if you have a forest in your hand when you play her, then you can play the forest, tap the forest, and then target it. But it's pretty marginal in terms of the amount of headaches that it prevents. Okay, so Noxious Grasp seems good. Collective Brutality is... We definitely want Cry of the Carnarium, Languish, Murderous Rider. Yeah, okay, cool. We'll cut Mastermind's Acquisition because it's way too slow. What, my explanation? Tracker. Yeah, I mean that's really what it comes down to, though. I mean those are true facts, the things that I said. Didn't expect that to be the reason why. I'm pretty sure it is. It's like how May versus mandatory triggers, that's a product of online play, basically, versus paper play. And I think I can keep this. It's not great, but the second black source is pretty freaking good. So yeah, the... So that means turn 2 Stram for sure. That's my second black source. Let's try another one. That's actually okay. Sorry. So... yeah, so they do take into account things like... Yeah, it's fine. Unless they get it really big really fast, that's fine. This card has been problematic for me before. Really hoping I don't get savaged by it here. Yeah, they take into account like judge issues, which happen from time to time. Okay. Please do not just dump everything on the Apostle, because then I'll be super, super dead. It is literally only +1/+1. Please stop. Nothing more. Oh, thank God. Okay. Post-combat, play another small creature. Play an Ailsid of Life's Bounty. Do it. Do it. So this means they probably have Karametra's Blessing, which will blow out my Cry here. So... But this is literally my only option right now, so we do it. I can't imagine what they have in their hand, unless their hand is just clunked up with 2 mana things. Yeah, no, they have the Blessing. White has Blossoming Defense. Yeah, I mean, you need to play the Tribe, but yeah. Yikes. No, 1 mana and... Oh, man. This card is really bullshit in this format. Oh, Jesus. Alright. We do have Bontu Last Reckoning, and we have just enough time to get to it, in theory. Play this. Play Footsteps. Actually, yeah, we have a couple of different ways we could do it, so... Get out of here! The question is, can they just flat out kill me this turn? It's very, very likely. 2 enchant creatures would do it. 2 auras. ALC does not do it. Oh no, they need 1 more? Nope. Alright. But now I can't cast Sign in Blood, so that's like almost equally bad. No, yeah, it has actual factual protection. They brought it back for core 20. Gain 7, go to exactly 9, take 9. Womp womp. Yeah, I'm 1 mana short of playing Beanstalk Giant. Alright. To the slaughter. What? Oh. We are post board. But it's still in the sideboard. But I should bring it in. Good point. Good catch. That's a weird card. It's not normally good against their deck, because they usually have something dorky just sitting around to mess you up. But given how much spot removal we have, it's probably fine. Yeah. Yeah. Might want more Thoughtseize on the play, too. Okay, let's board out a Dark Petition and... Yeah. Well, and all the... I mean, red is a terrible deck against the Black-White Auras deck because it's... the Black-White Auras deck has lifelink and the creatures just get way too big. Like, they have to, like, shock Wizard's Lightning to have any chance of killing most of the Black-White creatures once they start getting enchanted. Actually, I think we can just not... I don't think we can keep the Thoughtseizes. But I think it's okay, because the way our deck curves out, it's hopefully going to be okay a lot of the time. But I've been killed by the Black-White Auras deck mulling to 4 to find Apostle in post-board games and just wrecking you. Because you just can't ever remove it. Hexproof from might have been a more reasonable option than protection, but that's not an option now. I mean, if you're talking about like the fact that the card's already in print and in the format, then yes. But I mean, they could still do Hexproof from. They did it on Garrick's Harbinger in Core 21. His hand is Gasoline? Holy crap. I typed W in their clock. Brain Maggot. Yeah, that's a card. So we're taking the Apostle. Cool. That was quite the 7. typed in my opponent's clock and it wasn't moving, so it didn't tick down. We have double removal, so the brain maggot doesn't get to stop me. I just need to draw some kind of business. Got it. Thoughtseize is weird text in this matchup. How do you figure? Push it doesn't work? What? It isn't texted well. What isn't texted well? Yeah, I still have to reveal my hand, though. I know it's not Mesmeric Fiend, but I think it doesn't matter, right? They would still have seen our hand. It's Kitesail Freebooter. Yeah. Who cares? You'd rather have Decay versus Push. I don't think that's necessarily true. I don't think that's actually true. And in either case, we walk to this turn, but... Yeah. Well, yeah, but it does matter in future. Like, I don't know that you're right. Like, Fatal Push I can sequence with Field of Ruin very easily in a bunch of turns. Like, they both basically do the same thing. Decay's nice against the cranial plating thing. I mean, you're not wrong, but son of a bitch. Wow, that's a sequence. Yeah, I understand that you can kill the enchantments with it, but I wanted to be more mana efficient. I don't know if it's wrong or right. I mean, maybe it is. I don't actually need double green for much ever. Just getting more black is always pretty good. We should wait until end step to field. Yeah, that's 100% correct. Yes, they play a lot of 1-drops. You're right. I'm just getting distracted by all this talk about very marginal things and things that I disagree with and letting it affect my play. Yep. Instantly punished. And they have two, what's it called in their hand right now? No, not that. Ethereal Armor. However, we ripped the Hot Fire, so we're going to be okay. It was a bait! I knew the Vraska was on top. Rip Vraska, you did your job. Hey, she still has 1 life to gain us. Guess Laris, sure. Actually, take a... I did. I do have 1 Season's Pass still in my deck. Alright, just play a tap land here, pass the turn. Yep. Yep. Kill soldier in response. To the first enchantment wasn't worth it. The second one, and I know they can blow me out with a Karametra's Blessing here. I get that. I totally get that. Blow Swift End now. We are. Then Languish. I'm not languishing. They have Luris in their hand. First enchantment gave them another body. True. But it wasn't enough for me to want to blow my removal spell on that. I have very, very limited resources right now. Like, I know their hand has Ethereal Armor and Lurrus, and those are not particularly scary unless they start hitting land drops or until they start getting other things going on the battlefield. Languish can currently crush an Apostle and Lurrus or the SRAM that they just played. Yeah, that's fine. So now we're going to Languish, then they're going to play Lurrus. I have 2 draw steps to find an answer. That's unfortunate. Because that means their Lurrus gets immediate value. I guess I could play Murderous Rider and wait. Because they can't currently make their Lurrus or their SRAM big enough not to die with only 1 mana. How we feel playing against aggro? Dead. Not really. This deck is normally pretty good against aggro. So I am going to give them the opportunity to draw another card here, but I think it's worth it. That's not the best. Oh, nah. Yeah. We'll see what they do here, but we should be thoroughly fucked. You see the deck I submitted? I did not. I got an email about the submission form getting a response, and I did not check it yet. So let me go do that. I need to go here. They play Apostle instead of the Brain Maggot? Oh, sick. We just won the game. Nice. Love that. I mean, they have 1 card in hand, but, like, yeah. This time, Roy, we will attack first. Aw. See ya! Trigger. Alright, go. Still a free attack. I mean, yeah. You're technically correct. The best kind of correct. The last card in their hand is Karametra's Blessing? Or something like it. Heyo! Winner, winner, chicken dinner. I hope the last card in their hand is like Fatal Push. See ya. Flip. 2-0 versus Prowess in the heads-up queue with a new brew. Time for League. Jiggy, I just want to tell you, you are like the Magic player that I respect the most, like right now, who's like just out there and like hacking it out. Other than like I guess the unknown Magic player I respect the most. No offense, Roy. You're just not playing a lot right now, so. I think Jiggy would classify himself as unknown. No, I don't respect you, Alex. Not as a player. As a judge, I respect you. So we squeaked out a 2-3 with this deck. There's definitely some serious flaws in it. It feels like it's a little lackluster against control, a little lackluster against aggro, and a little lackluster against the other mid-range decks. What can I say? I think I like the Ugin. I kind of like the Beanstalk Giant. It's probably better as just a second Nissa's Pilgrimage. We don't have a lot of ramp in this deck, and I'd like a little bit more. I'd like at least 1 more Nissa's Pilgrimage, but maybe 2. If we go Sultai, we could play Growth Spiral, which would probably be a decent bump in power. Being able to go turn 2 Growth Spiral push or Growth Spiral Thoughtseize is probably all right here. I definitely think the Mastermind's acquisition needs to go, and that means our sideboard gets to turn into something that's just like a lot cleaner and better. And I think I want 1 main deck Ashiok. Okay, I'll have a Sultai list for you in a day or 2. Cool, man. We'll play that next week at some point. Yeah, we're going to try expanding this deck into Sultai. I still do like it a lot. Bontu's Last Reckoning has been consistently disappointing. It feels like you always only cast it when you're going to lose anyway, but Cry of the Carnarium is sometimes useful to have in a deck list. I think Nissa's renewal will be easily cut in a lot of other versions. Maybe should be cut out of this version, to be perfectly honest. Feels like the fatal pushes or it feels like the Thoughtseizes were a lot sometimes with how much other removal we have. But also Abrupt Decay is way worse in this format than it used to be. So maybe with that out, we can play a few more powerful cards. Anyway, just more food for thought. We are going to hop over to Blue-Black Tome Diviner in just a moment, so stick around. And if you're watching this live or if you're watching this on YouTube, you can click that like button, smash that subscribe button, check out my stuff on Twitch, Twitter, Imager, all sorts of great places. So, do that. It'd be great. I'm putting on some tunes and grabbing a glass of sketch.
This time of year, at this time of day, in this part of the country, localized entirely within your kitchen.
Seymour! The house is on fire!
No, Mother. Just the steamed ham. Steamed ham. Steamed ham. Steamed ham. That's what I call hamburger. Steamed ham. Steamed ham. Steamed ham. Oh, family recipe. That's it? Oh, no. Oh, no. That's it? I thought we were having Aurora Borealis.
Seymour! Seymour! The house is on fire! Seymour!
Good Lord, what is happening in there? You call a hamburger steamed ham. It's kinda good. Steamed ham. Steamed ham. Steamed ham. That's what I call hamburger. Steamed ham. Steamed ham. Steamed ham. Oh, family recipe. Steamed ham. Steamed ham. Steamed ham. That's what I call hamburger. Steamed ham. Steamed ham. Steamed ham. Oh, family recipe. Well, Seymour, you are an odd fellow, but I must say, they are obviously grilled. One thing.
When Areo flips, he turns off Mox Amber. So sad. Yes, that's the sadness that is happening in that game, Jiggy. The fact that your Areo is flipped and so that your Mox Amber is off. That is the sadness that is happening in that game of Magic the Gathering. Current poll, will Roy get Royed? Yes. Good job, Alex.
You ain't thinking of getting rid of the dag guy, you mo. Oh, the dag. The dag.
Yay, this place smells like pizza!
Oh, the dag. The dag.
Maybe I so you wouldn't be a saint. Bring it back.